Okay, today we're going to have a look at safe methods of chopping. Most food, before we cook it, has to be prepared by cutting it up in some way or other. As you can see, I'm not in the school kitchen, as due to COVID-19, most of the practical work will now have to be done at home. So, if you were at school, you would be using a green board, but if you're at home, you'll be using whatever chopping board that you've got. So we're going to look at preparing an apple and a carrot. So there are two methods of safe chopping. There is the bridge and there is the claw. So the first thing you need to do with your apple is to bridge your hand and cut it in half down the core. Okay, down the core. You then put it flat so it's easy to work with. Have a claw and you're going to quarter it. You're then going to take one of the quarters and diagonally cut through the core so you take the core out. Then claw again with your hand and safely segment your apple. When you get it to a small stage, you bridge again with your hand and then you've got your segments of apple. So I'll just go through that again. You take your quarter of apple, diagonally cut through it to get rid of the core, keep it on the flat surface again, claw with your hand and then you can segment it. When you get to the smallest segment, bridge again and you have your segments. So that's the apple then. The carrot needs to be peeled. If it's a young carrot, you can wash it and not peel it, and that will keep the fibre on it. So have a plate if you're at school, because there's only 4 bins in the kitchen. Have a plate to keep yourself tidy. Peel away from yourself to peel your carrot. I've already pre-prepared this one to make it quicker. You're then going to top and tail it. Take the bottom off, take the top off, and we're going to do this carrot 2 ways. We're going to do it in battens and we're going to do it in juliennes. So in battens then, you want equal sizes of carrot, and battens are quite thick pieces of carrot. Try and make them as equal as possible. Again, you can see I'm using the claw to slice, and those are my battens. Again, put it as flat as you possibly can. Claw, action, and you're trying to make these battens evenly sized. This is a bit thick, so I'll make that smaller. And the same with this one. So that's your battens. Evenly sized, thick pieces of carrot. For juliennes, again, you're going to have to slice your carrot down, but this time you're slicing it much thinner. Again, you're trying to achieve evenly sized. When you can't do that anymore, claw again and slice. You're then going to try and get very thin matchstick like pieces. So you're going to cut it much more finely. And there are your juliennes. Compared to your battens, they're much finer, not as thick. And you carry on it this way to produce your fine juliennes of carrot. Those are a bit shorter than the others. So we have juliennes, battens and segments there. I want you to try and practice these chopping skills using the safe method of the bridge and the claw.